Hello and welcome to Learning with Love with Mrs. Sand, and I am Mrs. Sand here to tell you all my secrets on homeschooling and tips. Today in this video we're going to talk about things to think about before you start homeschooling. I hope you enjoy this video, so let's get straight into it. Number one, where are you going to start your homeschooling? For me it was at the coffee table, but you can also do this on the kitchen table. Are you going to be able to do your homeschooling from your home? You could do homeschooling in a library. You could be homeschooling outside. You can find places that you can homeschool, and there are homeschooling groups where they do the school work where they are. They will do the work where the group is at, doing fun activities. You can also sometimes find activities in town centers that you can take your children to. Number two, where can you get your supplies from? For me, when I first started, I would go to all the cheap shops, so like the Pound Shop, Wilko's, Asda, Amazon's really good. All these shops you can get different types of books, and you can get your pencils and folders and everything else that you need to help you start up your homeschooling journey. Amazon's really good for this. They actually have if you just type in homeschooling or homeschooling supplies, it will give you everything that you need. Everything will come up. Don't be afraid to cheap out first, so then you can build it up as you go on, and then as you go forward you'll find where you prefer to get your supplies from, and who does better workbooks or who supplies better equipment. Number three, if you have a printer, it's a really good idea for you to research all the free worksheets that you can download on the internet. There are many websites that provide free worksheets for you, especially in math and English and science. Also, there are many free websites for homeschooling and teaching. If you'd like me to do a video on any of these websites, please comment below. I have tried a lot of them, and there are some that I've really thought were amazing and give a lot of opportunities for people to being able to homeschool. Number four, when is best time to start homeschooling? Well, if you've never homeschooled before and your child is in public school already, I would suggest waiting until the holidays, just so you can get a feel for the homeschooling, what it would require, how you feel about homeschooling, how your child feels about homeschooling. Get a feel for the work that you're going to need to put into this. It will give you time now to research what you need for homeschooling, plan your time, and then when the holidays come, you'll be ready to find out if this is something that you and your child or children really want to do. So definitely try it in your next holidays. But if your child is not in school, then I would start homeschooling as soon as possible. The younger they are when they start learning, the more of a head start they get. It's important to build those building blocks for them as early as possible to give them the best education that they could possibly get. Number five, give some time to see where your child is, where their strengths are, where they need help, because you are going to have to provide the help in these areas, or you're going to have to do some advanced learning so your child can move up to advanced levels in a quicker pace. Number six, research the different types of homeschooling, because there are many different homeschooling styles that suit different types of families and family lifestyle. You would be amazed on all the different types of homeschooling there are out there, and maybe trying one and then seeing if that one works, and then if it doesn't, you can always try a different type of homeschooling. Homeschooling is meant to be fun and enjoyable, so trying out all these different styles can open up to opportunities and things that you didn't even think about when you were thinking about homeschooling. Number seven, research what requirements you are needed for you to homeschool your child or children. Every area is different. Do your research. This will solve many problems that you may get yourself into in the future. Like in the UK, if your child is in a public school, you'll have to deregister your child from the school system. This can be done easily by a letter or email. But as I said, different areas and different countries have different requirements for you to be able to homeschool, or you may find that you may not be able to homeschool at all where you are. So definitely research your requirements needed to homeschool. Number eight, Follow other homeschoolers and join Facebook groups. I think it's important to be part of the homeschooling community to start off. It can be very overwhelming and very scary at the beginning, not quite knowing what you're doing or maybe how to do it. Joining a group on Facebook and following other homeschoolers will help with this. It could be fun to share all the fun moments and exciting moments in homeschooling, and it can be a great tool to get support from other homeschoolers when you're having those down days. And you will have down days homeschooling, but it is just nice to have that backup to be able to get advice from other people that have been in the same situation as you. Number 9, look into the support system you have. Homeschooling can be hard and lonely, so having supportive people around you is key. My husband is amazing, and anytime I need help, he is there ready to help me and give me advice or new ideas, or even just a new perspective on the subjects that we're learning or how we can change it up in homeschooling entirely if something's not working out for me. Sometimes it's good to get another opinion. So look into the family and friends that maybe want to help you with your homeschooling. Number 10, ask yourself why you're thinking about homeschooling, and is it the best thing for your children? Don't get me wrong, you're going to have so many amazing memories if homeschooling is what you choose. The opportunities that are given to homeschoolers and in homeschooling itself are sky's the limit. But you're also going to have very stressful times. You may not have the funding to homeschool. You may not have the time to homeschool. So all of these things, before you start homeschooling, taken in consideration. Do you have the time? Do you have the resources? Do you have the support? Do you have the ability to carry on even after those hard days, to not give up? Because that's the most important part of homeschooling, is even when you think of giving up, you push through, you carry on. Homeschooling is not a trend. It is your children's future. So I would definitely sit down, have a discussion with your family, and really think about whether homeschooling is what you want to do. I love homeschooling. I really do. I think homeschooling is an amazing thing to do with your children. It is hard work, and I think everyone should at least try it once. But we all need to do what's best for our family. And if it's not the best thing for your family, then there's no shame in that. Number 11, will you be doing the homeschooling yourself? Will you be using a tutor, or will you be using the many online courses that are available to you? As I said, homeschooling takes on different styles depending on the family. You don't have to do it all yourself. You can find out other ways where you can find the support and resources to help you. There's a lot out there. People are always making videos on homeschooling. There are websites, free online courses that you have to pay for, being made available to everyone. Well, those were my 11 things to think about before you start homeschooling. I hope that you have found it useful. I hope it gives you a lot to think about. If you are already homeschooling, what advice would you give to someone that's thinking about homeschooling? This is Learning with Love with Mrs. Sand, and I am Mrs. Sand. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you'd like more videos and content on homeschooling. I have been homeschooling for over 10 years, and I am ready to spill my secrets and give you all the tips that I can to make your homeschooling journey the best that it could possibly be. Goodbye for now, and I hope to see you in the next video.